in trouble. When I was a little kid, I had a dream. I wanted to be a doctor. What'd you want to be when you grew up? Yeah, you. White shirt. How you doing?
Hey. How you doing? Hey, you doing over here?
So what'd you want to be? When you were a little kid, what'd you want to be?
Successful.
Nice.
You generic motherfucker. You didn't have a dream? Not like an astronaut or a firefighter. He's like, I just want to be a baller. Yeah. That's it. I don't know. I don't care how I get there. I would just like to have money and buy a boat and put bitches on it.
Who knows me?
Right. Oh, I can tell. You know, you're from up here?
Nah, fuck no, New York.
New York? Well, you still like to fish. You can't fish in the Hudson, though. You fuck around and catch some serious shit. Like a body. Fucking. But I wanted to be a doctor, man, you know, but I never wanted to be a gynecologist, right? That's just disgusting. I love women way too much to be a gynecologist. Because you would never see the pussy in a pristine condition. They're coming in there because there's a fucking problem. It's leaking something or it smells funny. The only way you could be a gynecologist is if you were gay. Right? Because then you'd just come home to your husband and be like, oh my God, you should have seen the shit I had to look at today. Thank God you have a dick. Jesus Christ, you'll never believe what that shit looks like down there. I think one actually spit at me, you know, like one of those Dilophosaurus dinosaurs. Whip that thing out, let me see it. Oh yeah, look at that. You see it's clean, it's nice, it's not leaking anything. I don't know how straight men put their face in that. That's disgusting. Well, some of us like it. Jesus Christ. It is a sewer, but if it's a well-maintained sewer, then it's, you know, it's good times. A lot of doctors are getting in trouble, man. This other doctor just got in trouble. He was giving this guy a prostate exam. It was his first exam. He just turned 40. This is the doctor he'd been seeing for 20 years, right? So the doctor, you know, he tells him to bend over, you know, puts the glove on, lubes it up, and he goes, all right, you're going to feel a little pinch. Next thing you know, he's fucking knuckle deep in this guy. But it didn't end there. He reaches around and starts jerking his dick for him. And I was like, holy shit. And he's jerking and the guy's like, well, I thought it was normal. What do I know? He's the doctor. And I'm like, yeah. He's over there fucking jerking this guy's dick. He's fingering his butthole. And he goes, oh, doc, I'm about to come. And the doctor comes around and fucking puts his mouth on it. And that's when he thought it got a little unorthodox. That's when you thought it was unorthodox. I mean, but hey, look, if you're going to put a finger in some man's ass, least you could do is finish him off. Jesus Christ. That's just fucking common courtesy. God. More doctors in trouble, man. Well, not really a doctor. He's a mortician in Houston, Texas, and like right after the hurricane, the FBI raided his house and found 3,178 human penises. Yep. 3,000 dicks! He said he'd been collecting them over a 10-year period. That's almost a dick a day. That's dedication. Because he works like, you know, like a 5-day work week, you know? That means like on one of his days off, he comes in and gets a dick. Just to make up. And, you know, if he goes on vacation, he's got to make up for lost time. But if you think about it, I don't even know how he got caught. Like, who's going to the open casket at the funeral and grabbing Grandpa and going, oh, you still got it. It may be rigor mortis, but Grandpa still got it. Nobody's doing that. How'd they catch this guy? I got a theory. There was a lot of flooding in Houston after the hurricane. You know, a lot of neighborhoods were flooded, probably flooded his house. All of a sudden, there's just a river of dicks going down the road. He's out there with a net trying to get his dicks. He's got a lot of time invested. It's like, nobody's getting these dicks. These are mine. I mean, that's an episode of Hoarders you're never going to see. You'd want to, but you're never going to see that shit. And, you know, I'm sure he wasn't a hoarder. You know, you can't just leave 3,000 dicks laying around the house, like one on an end table and shit like that. You got to have them organized. I'm sure he had them frozen in little bags and color coordinated by, you know, ethnic group and whether they were cut or uncut. You got to have these statistics down. You can't just walk into your freezer and just like, oh, look around at all these random dicks. You got to know your shit.
If only I had them when the health department showed up today.
Right? That would have been funny in your freezer. It'd be like, well, we do need a microwave for this giant dick. I mean, we got to warm it up before we pass it around. So, I gotta gotta wonder though, like, did this guy have like an Etsy store? Was he crafting with these dicks? Was he just like shellacking dicks, like making hat racks and fucking coat racks and using the Asian ones to make shower curtain rings, you know? Just fold them up. They'll fit in your pocket. They're real small.